Z Y X W V U T S R Q P O N M L K J I H G F E D C B A. That was not easy. I think it's even harder pronounced than Covfefe. No, it's not Kofifi, it's Covfefe. You think the V is silent? So, this is where I spend time watching television and films. I sit right about there, and I watch on that screen, whereas before I was watching on that thing right there, which I moved when I got my new flat screens. 49 inches, and it's not like the top brand, which means some of the functionality isn't as good as I'd like it to be, but still, very nice picture, and it's a damn sight better than watching it on one of those old tube TVs that have a small screen and no, wider dimensions. Although they aren't still, 21 by 9, which is like the approximate dimensions of scope, but still, it's good. Yeah, real good. Little update. Thought I'd do a little update video. Number one, there's the fellow that named my series, The Decades of Action Challenge. That would be Drax78. I owe him a video, and I'm going to be putting that up very soon. I'm also going to be putting up a video before this Friday with a revised guest list on Tom Breihan's series, A History of Violence, on avclub.com, which is what my series is based on. I made some guesses, starting with 1983. The majority of them have been correct, but only a slight majority. A lot of them have been wrong, and based on the picks that he's made recently, like, say, for example, Total Recall, which falls into science fiction, Aliens, which falls into science fiction, Blade, which falls into comic book movies, I figure some of my guesses are not quite right. When he posted his essay on the Bourne Identity from 2002, which was a correct guess on my part, he also said at the bottom of the article, hey, next week, Quentin Tarantino's only true action movie, Kill Bill Volume 1, I'll be writing about that. And of course, I'd guessed that one wrong. I guessed Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, from 2002, and I guessed Kill Bill Volume 2 from 2004. I thought, wait a minute, if Kill Bill Volume 1 is Tarantino's only true action movie, according to Breihan, then Breihan obviously won't pick that one for 2004, so I should pick something else instead. So I'm picking The Bourne Supremacy instead. We've already had 2 Rambo movies and 2 Terminator movies on his list. It's no stretch to think that he would nominate both The Bourne Identity and The Bourne Supremacy for most important action movie of their particular year. Also, 2005, I picked Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, Batman Begins. After all, it started the Nolan trilogy, and though he might pick The Dark Knight for 2008 over Iron Man, that doesn't mean that he won't pick Batman Begins. So I think that Batman Begins might prove to be a more important, more influential action movie than Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I was avoiding those kinds of movies. I was avoiding science fiction and comic book choices in my list. So I think now that I've seen that he's picked some of these, I'm going to have to revise my guesses a little bit. Maybe that's cheating, but, there aren't any real consequences for me changing guesses if he hasn't actually revealed his choices yet, which he hasn't. Hasn't gotten around to saying who he'll pick for 2004 and beyond, so I'm going to change a few of my guesses, and hopefully I know a little bit more about what he's going to pick, and I'll guess correctly. I picked The Expendables for 2010. I really don't know what to pick for that year. I really have no idea what it's going to be. Maybe it'll be Salt. Maybe it'll be The A-Team. Maybe it'll be Inception. I have no idea. Is Inception an action movie? You might consider it that, but I don't know. Anyway, so that video is going to be going up, of course, before Friday, as is my video for Drax78. Since he named my series, Decades of Action Challenge, I am making a special video for him on a topic that he picked. That'll be going up very soon. And I also want to talk a little bit about Ryan Chattaway's 24-hour marathon. I've been talking with Luke, Razorewire Reviews. He is, he did his marathon. He's planning his video for July, to be released in July. He released a teaser recently, which is modeled after the teaser for The Last Jedi. Big surprise there. I actually did a marathon last year, which I recorded myself, but I never posted the video because I gave too much work to myself, and I just said, oh my goodness, I don't want to work on this right now, and I said that over and over and over again for months. The marathon was actually March of last year, which means it's been over a year since I actually did the marathon. I still haven't posted the video yet. I wanted to transcribe every word that I said on camera so that I could pick and choose clips to use a little bit more easily, and the transcription part has been kind of the bear to get over. It's just taken me a long time, and most of the time I'd rather watch a show, I'd rather watch a movie, I'd rather do something or watch YouTube than sit and listen to myself blather on and type down every word I say just so I can pick a good clip. So before I do a marathon for this year, I need to finish that video and post it. I don't know exactly when that's going to be, but I know that I do want to do this year's marathon sometime before the end of August when it's hot out and it's nice and cool down here in the basement. I want to spend my, a couple of days here in this nice cool basement watching films rather than, suffering in the humidity of northern Illinois. So, that is my plan there. Chattaway, of course, Mr. Chattaway, Ryan Chattaway, he laid out the criteria, the guidelines for this year. Some of them are kind of fun. I think I've got some good ideas for what I want to do for my picks, but again, that's a little ways off. I've got a big other thing to finish first before I get to that. So a little update for you, a little update about what's going on with me on my channel. I actually had a couple ideas for a series of marathons, but doing a marathon every single weekend is not something I necessarily want to commit to because I'd like to do other things as well. Anyway, details on that will be forthcoming if I decide to do them. This has been your update, your CineRam channel update. If you're a new subscriber here, thanks very much. I appreciate it very much. You will see the link to my Facebook page for this channel below, where I post not only my own videos, but other people's videos and other stuff that I find interesting. As well as if you want to catch up on my Decades of Action playlist, all the videos that I've been watching for that series, that's also in the link below. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you later.